So a one-horse race, really.
Wayne Tulloch and Glenn Rakavolis. 3 VFA players, Evans, Sheldon and Eade in the Coburg lineup. For Williamstown, plenty of the bombshell. So from directly in front, Coburg looking to start off the season in fine style inside the first minute with the first major. They've got the advantage of the breeze in this first term. Going to the old scoreboard end are the Lions. Ingram's allowed for that breeze and he's put it through.
Opportunities. I mean to say they controlled possession for in excess. Their back line was superb. I mean to say they came out very systematically and methodically, worked up to the centre line, and across the half-forward line they had a real winner in Ingram, as I mentioned early in the game, that he was one of the keys that Coburg were looking forward to.
Pastore back from Richmond. You say he's having trouble adapting to the VFA pace.
Yeah, sure. It's a transition to make. I remember when I had to, I left the VFL ranks to the VFA, and 16-a-side is definitely a hard transition to make overnight. And I'm sure that he's certainly having difficulty coping with that at the moment. But the calibre of player that he is, he should fight his way back. There we see the man in question, Ken Ingram. You know, 3 superb goals, long and accurate. But just briefly, just mentioning that whilst they worked the ball up very effectively from their back line, half-back line in the centre, where I thought Alan Eade was playing a superb game and being a tremendous link man, I felt up forward that they really congested. Point margin in the game at the moment, and still anyone's game. But I certainly believe that Coburg have worked a heck of a lot harder in that second quarter into the breeze, and in fact all game they appear to be the fitter side. They're certainly quicker, they handle the ball a lot better, and they've always managed to have numbers to the ball, and when they do get the ball they're always kicking to a lead. Whereas on the other hand, Williamstown are more reliant on individual efforts, and their goals came from 2 individual efforts from Round and
Brooks. They were both snaps, weren't they?
They were both snaps, and here we see a bit of traditional VFA entertainment. But things simmered down after this. Actually, the game quickly retained its composure after that little altercation.
Cooper, I wonder if he'll come out after the break. We'll just have a look across there. I can't see him at this stage, so he went off, and actually Brooks, who came on for him, kicked that snap goal, but things settled down pretty quickly after that.
They did, and the 2 areas where I feel that Coburg have gained the ascendancy are the 2 key positions in centre-half back with Nimmo, and at centre-half forward in that first quarter through Kenny Ingram. You know, they've been very, very prominent, and of course they've been positive and direct in their football, straight up and down the ground. But here we see that goal from Brooks. Wonderful snap.
It looked like they were really going to throw it back at Coburg there. They were on a roll, but it didn't work out that way. Interesting to look at the stats, Sam. Not a real lot between them.
Well, the stats are comparable, Peter. I mean to say the game in general has been quite comparable. 13-point deficit is...
5th mark for him. Right up to the edge of the square. Round they want for Williamstown here. Oh, here's Ingram. Yes, he's 4th.
He's been the difference, Peter. He's been the difference.
He's kicked them from set shots, and beautiful work there off the pack. Wasn't quite that quick, but he had to be pretty quick. Round hands to it.
If I was Terry Wheeler, I'd seriously look at changing Dimartino out the centre-half back and probably putting Pastore back.
Allison, centre wing, draws the man. Darby onto that left boot. He hammers one. 75 metres, 80. Hit the post. What a kick. A magnificent hook. And Darby loves having a go no matter where he is. Either distance-wise or accuracy-wise, he's pretty spot on. And that's about 15 metres inside the square. And it's hit the goalpost, almost going up still. Barry Round, another big mark. Now Williamstown slip into another gear towards half forward, held up there.
See, Peter, I mentioned briefly, see on the previous occasion when they came out of defence systematically, they got runners to the ball, they got options, and they look very, very effective. Conversely, thanks to their hospitality, it's not bagels and smoked salmon that you become accustomed to, Pete, with the ABC, but still, this will suffice.
It will, and you'll be giving those scales, which you've said are used to handling Renee Kink, a bit of a workout at Camberwell this week. But there's that man Ingram, 6 straight goals. He has been able to kick straight.
Yes, but he has been a difference between the 2 sides. He's been the focal point up front. But as you said, it was certainly the best quarter of football. And whilst there there's only 28 points in it. I said during that quarter, I've still got that feeling that Williamstown have got the capacity to come back and win the game. I mean, it's only 5 straight kicks, and with the breeze the way it is, it's not a monumental task. I felt they certainly worked harder in that latter part of that quarter, Williamstown, up forward, where their forwards finally got in front and endeavoured to bury the ball and, you know, fight and give their backs half a chance, because the rebound wasn't as pronounced as it was earlier in the game when they did break, and they had 4 or 5 players running past, and the link was always on, and they gave their backs obviously hardly any chance.
But they're relying more on goals like that one, aren't they? The Willis sort of snap.
Sure, but so they kicked 3 goals into that virtually non-scoring end, and all those goals emanated from half chances that became chances because of their ability, or finally their acceptance to work and create. Previously they didn't evolve for the simple reason that they were all static and flat-footed, and they were one-on-one. But they certainly worked a heck of a lot harder.
And look at the stats. You see
Right across there.
Sheldon gets it away to Eade. Kick just a little bit long for Ingram, but he might recover. He's got support out wide there.
That was great play, quick hands.
Allison across to Kakur. Here's number 4. Told to go on with it. He does. And right on the final siren. And that's a fitting finish for the match. 17-21, 123. Coburg have run out very easy winners over a disappointing Williamstown side, 8-13-61. Let's go around the grounds quickly before we get the final wrap-up and post-match interviews. Across to Princess Park, James Weston.
Final score here.
Well, let's go to the victorious Coburg rooms. Ross Booth has the ANA man of the match with him. Ross.
Hello, Peter. Well, very happy scenes here in the Coburg room. We've got Bill Gill, the chief president of the ANA, who's going to present the trophy to the best man on the ground, Kenny Ingram.
Ken, it is my pleasure on behalf of the ANA, the Australian Natives Association, to present this cup to you. I hope you'll sit it up on your mantelpiece and will remind you of the great day of football for the opening round of the season. Ken, well done. It was a great game. It looks as though you've lost a drop of sweat.
I'll put it back on tonight.
And I think probably with the tin or two.
Forward go Williamstown, 2 against 1. They try to knock on Willie. Plenty of desperation. Here's the snap from Brooks. He's got it.
Exactly the start they wanted, Peter. And now all of a sudden with 22 points, and it's a whole new ball game. And that'll give them a tremendous...
Sam?
Well, Peter, it's obvious that it's with the breeze. It's one long kick and allowing your running players to run.
Willis. Oh, he's kicked 3 like this. Not on this occasion, though. Round wins it. Here's Ingram. He's kicked 6 straight. Not the bounce this time. Look at little Kaka. He's got the speed. And the goal. Top snap. First for Kakur.
Fancy allowing a rover.
Harvey has got plenty of space. He needed it. Flipped it up nicely. Away goes Kakur. He could just about run this right up to the goal square if he wants to. Decides to kick instead, and he's picked the man out nicely. No, just floats it over his head.
2, 3, inside the 50. Oh, how he's done that.
Come on.
Put it through, but not before he's been pulled up. Wouldn't have been the old rule or the new. That was too far.
It was only marginal too. It took the umpire quite a while to raise that whistle. It was an exciting passage.
And takes it pretty easily there, Harbinson. He doesn't look where he kicks it. Not taken by the story, though. Ingram feeds it off to Kakur. Away he goes. Got the handball away in time this time, and he's got the free. What timing with that handball.
Well, it was a very touchy one, that. I'm not sure. I'd like to see it again on replay. There's the bounce. Hotly in pursuit. Yes. Very touchy. I wouldn't have paid that. Actually, Dimartino did a tremendous effort to make up yards on the little fella.
He did. That was a terrific chase.
But he certainly worked hard. Oh, look at this.
Loose man is Rakavolis. Keeps it low towards Ingram. Oh, off the ground almost for Darby. Oh, tapped beautifully to Kakur.
Apparently hasn't played a great deal of football either. Been tied up with cricketing commitments.
Here's another goal for Kakur. Good work there from the hard work.
Kick to the open. The message beat on.